our review on the Oculus Rift S. Yep, there's the box. Okay, so I originally had some games that I wanted to play on VR, and I wanted to do that with the Valve Index that was from Steam. But now that we have the Oculus Rift S, I can play my VR games without having to use the Valve Index, which is $1,000.
Yeah, so on our channel, we're really trying to do things that are more affordable for the family, and $1,000 seemed pretty steep, especially for something you're gonna give to an 11-year-old. So we got the Oculus Rift S. Just got it down at Best Buy. It seemed to really, meet his needs and everything, and he played a lot of Steam games with it. And then for my part, I set it up on my computer. You can move it computer to computer, so if you got, like, in our case, Ray has his own gaming computer. I have a gaming computer down in my office. And so you just unplug, it's just a couple of cords. One cord that runs out to a USB and a video source.
A display port.
Yeah, a display port. And then I just carried it down to my office and did things down there. So the things I did, I played a Steam game also, or I've played this game in the past, not in VR, DCS Flight World. If you're into flight simulators, you probably have picked it up. It's a free game. What you really pay for is the different airframes that you can go and fly. I am a pilot, and so I will say, for my part, playing that game, when you're in it and your hands are on the controls, you can lean over, look out the windows, look at different things. It was really pretty neat. I tried a couple of other VR games, and we're going to be showing you some footage of Ray playing. What was it?
It's called Blade and Sorcery.
Blade and Sorcery. It's pretty neat.
So it's a game where it's like where you have it's basically like a fantasy sword fighting game, and the fantasy part about it is that you could choose 3 different superpowers. One is like flammability, where you can where you press this button right here, and then your hand closes in to create a giant fireball, and then you let go of the trigger, and then the fireball goes toward whoever you're aiming at. And the next one is electricity, and it's like you're basically Zeus. Again, you press this button, and as you're pressing the button, you spawn a big ball of electricity, and then you do either this, or this, and then your hand will open up, and then your hand will, and the electricity that was from your hand will go to the nearest person, basically like your Zeus. So, and the next one, I don't really have to explain it. It looks like a black hole whenever you're pressing the finger, the trigger. Whenever you're pressing the trigger, it spawns what looks like a black hole. But then you shoot it at somebody like you did with the fireball, and then it launches them.
So you played that. I looked through that.
Can I say something real quick?
Sure.
So the thing is that the batteries that come with the Oculus Rift S itself, they only last for a few days, so I had to replace them with the Rayovac high energy things. Oh
yeah, so who knows how long they've been in the box, but the batteries did not, the controller batteries did not last very long. Have you replaced them again since then?
No.
So this is a pretty long time. It was about 3 weeks since we did the unboxing. So the things I did on it, I watched a 3D movie. That was pretty neat. You kind of get the 3D movie watching experience. However, certainly, you're only watching with you. You can do the 3D The Oculus, when you set up the software, the Oculus Rift software has like a cinema thing, and you go in and other people that are watching the movie are there, and it has, you know, kind of their metadata over their head kind of thing. So that was kind of neat. I did that, but primarily I did the flight games, and I did a driving game. Those are pretty good visual simulations. So I thought it was, you know, for my part, I thought it was good for anything I was going to do with it, you know. So for me, I thought that it was kind of fun to play. Not something I would do a lot. I've seen several videos of people that are working in VR and things like that bring up and you can bring up a desktop that, you know, it's as wide as a movie screen in your field of view and work in Word or whatever. You can do that. That did not appeal to me.
Look at the screen, you can see the guy.
Yeah,
you
at
can
all.
See my character.
Ray played a lot of games on it, and I, you know, like any kid, you know, you buy something, there's an initial, like, this is great, and in the unboxing, like, this is so cool. I would say maybe you played, of games played, he plays a lot of Fortnite, which doesn't have a VR thing, does it, at all?
No.
And
but but for some reason, if you play it in VR, it's just like a regular monitor screen, and then everything else is just black.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. You can see virtually. You can do a VR desktop, so you can bring up just about anything.
There's a Minecraft VR thing.
Did you play that?
No.
No. He played mostly Steam VR games, and
yeah,
the
because
ones.
that's the only like VR games that I have. But on the Oculus store, I have like Space Explorers, I think it's called.
Yeah, we did do the space thing.
We also
That was
have
pretty neat.
a Google Earth VR.
Yeah, that was pretty neat too.
Yeah.
We did the Google Earth VR. We also did the space station one.
Yeah.
And that was pretty neat. And there's quite a bit. I was surprised. There's quite a bit of free content, including several movies and that kind of thing. Quite a bit of the free content is limited either in time or the number of missions you can do or whatever. So I'll say for me it was neat. I did think that the headset itself was very comfortable. It has some built-in speakers on it, which are pretty good. I was surprised at how good they worked. And because they're not kind of over the ear, they're just built into the Halo itself. You still have kind of a situational awareness going on around you. Because of the price of this one, it doesn't have, we mentioned in the unboxing, the interpupillary distance.
Yeah, unlike the Valve Index.
But his, obviously, he's 11 and not quite as big as me because I'm super fat. That's my what is that? That's my super. If I was a superhero, what would that be? So I didn't have any issues seeing, and neither did he. So it's pretty good. Of course, using it after a kid, the thing you're always going to have to do is clean the lenses. Every time I came up here and got it, I'd have to get a lens cleaner and clean out the lens. And this recommends not to use like the alcohol wipe kind of things that you buy normally for that. It's just, you know, if you needed to, you could use a little soapy water or just a soft towel. And it comes with a soft towel, and that's generally what I use. So overall, I would say if you're a family that's looking to get into kind of VR gaming, I thought it was pretty good. It has it's pretty durable, because every now and then I'd hear him up here, you know, like, you know, and he'd set this thing down harder than I really wanted him to. But it does still appear to work. There's no cracks or dents or anything. We have the PlayStation VR, and it right away, after we got it, the kind of the rubberized pieces that mount up to your face kind of started coming loose.
Yeah.
And so I will say that it's been pretty durable in the.
So when we got it, It also kind of started, like, as more we played, it kind of started to fade away these rubber pieces.
Yeah. So it's pretty durable. I thought it was pretty good. The controllers. I didn't have any issues with the batteries coming loose. I didn't play any like crazy games though. If you're playing what's that? The Beat Saber, is that what it is? Beat Saber. I think if you're playing that, you might see a little more slippage of the battery compartment.
And also, if you have Beat Saber and you want to play it on the Oculus, make sure to put these on your wrist. Because if you're playing Beat Saber and you have these off, you're just like, and you could like possibly throw it up in the air and like possibly break it.
Or at the television.
Or on a TV.
Yeah.
And so that's why you should wear the strap, just in case you like playing and then it goes woo.
Yeah.
It's still on you.
So we did enforce that as rules, and we enforced no one else really kind of using it for the time being. Although we'll probably loosen that up now that we're kind of complete with the review. So you just kick the controllers, and they probably didn't break. That's kind of our review on it. I thought it was a good deal. We paid I think it was $3.99, right?
Yeah, $3.99.
$400, and we got it from, like I said, we got it from Best Buy. They had it in stock. We went and picked it up, and it has been really good. And I think for a family, it's pretty affordable. I think the Valve Index may be better. I don't know. I didn't use it. But it certainly is a much steeper price tag, and especially when you're considering handing it off to kids. What else you got, Ray?
So I don't know if I talked about this in the unboxing and like first review of it, but with the controller right here with the buttons, when you were in like the first area where it was like all this stuff around you, it actually showed the controller in your hand, and it showed like the buttons and the thumb pad and all that stuff. And whenever and these are all motion censored, like to this, to the grip button, to the thumb pad, and even the buttons, they were all motion censored. Because when I did this, like press this button right here, my hand in game, it was on this button. Same for this one, and for the thumb pad, it traced where my thumb was. The same for this and the grip button. So.
Yeah,
so it's kind of like the Valve Index controllers, where it was like motion censored. So
in the DCS Flight world, when you grab the controls, you had to squeeze the trigger to grab hold of something, and they tracked your hands really well, because if you're going to like the power lever quadrant or something like that, you would grab it and move it, change the power, and then you could go and manipulate buttons or whatever. And as you press each one of those buttons, it shows your fingers, doing different things. I thought that was pretty neat. The thing that I thought in both the racing game and the flight game is that the head movement is really neat. You're just kind of looking out left and right. You can even lean over in the flight games. You could just like lean way over and see out over the side of the cockpit, which I thought was really neat. We have the new Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I'm hoping that a VR
version of Microsoft Flight Simulator would be awesome.
Yeah, I hope that comes out, because it's very detailed, of course, with the Bing Map stuff that's integrated into that. So overall, I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I think it was good.
I gave it double thumbs up.
So we had a lot of fun playing with it, and I'm sure that we'll play with it, for years to come. What's our next review going to be? We're not doing the unboxing for the next one because we had just recently purchased this item. We're going to be doing the MacBook Pro with the touchscreen, because I bought it thinking it would help. Yeah, touch bar or whatever. And I bought it thinking it would be really helpful for this stuff, and I'm not while we have a lot of eye stuff around our house.
He just doesn't think the touch bar is useful.
Yeah, I don't think the touch bar is useful enough. So we're going to do each of our reviews on that because he's been kind of using it for school and stuff. So tune in next time. Since
everything with COVID going on, we have to use our computers for Zoom still, even though we're in classrooms, which is kind of funny. So I've been using the touch bar for various things, and I think it's really helpful.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. So we'll give you our full review on that next time. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope to see you back next time. See ya.